What's up, gang? We are back here with another video today, and what we are going to be doing, we're going to be doing a quick update on the 110-gallon fish only with live rock tank. If you didn't know what a Fowlr tank is, it's pretty much just live rock with your fish, and mostly all Fowlr tanks are just going to be like predatory fish or fish that eat coral. Some of these fish here don't eat coral; they're just predatory fish, like the lionfish and the grouper that we have here. So we have 4 fish in this 110-gallon tank. We've had them in here for about, all of them have been in here for roughly about a month or so. Polka, our panther grouper, has been in here for like a month. He was one of the first ones to get added. And the fox face right here, he was, these two right here came in at the same time. And then probably like a week later, we added the flamingi tank right there. And let me tell you a quick story if you have not been watching the channel. We first added the fox face in the tank, and he was very skittish at first. He would just hide in the caves, by the rocks, or in the back of the tank. He wouldn't really come out. But once we added his buddy right here, the flamingi tank, he instantly came out, started eating more, was more active, and how you see how he's acting right now, that's how he started acting as soon as the tank came into this tank. So those two are very good friends. So we had those 3, and then probably about a week or 2 later, we added our little lionfish right here, the Volatin lionfish. He's been in the tank now for close to 3 weeks, and this guy, to me, it looks like he's put on a little bit of size. This guy is very cool. So what we are going to do now is we're going to feed this tank, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of what's going to happen with this tank in the near future. So this is what I feed the tank. This little cube right here is mysis, and that's what the lionfish, the flamingi tank, and the fox face will mostly eat. The grouper will eat a little bit, but since it's kind of small, he doesn't go for it. This is what he goes for right here. This is krill right here, and he devours this. So you're going to see how he eats in just a second. So we're just going to defrost it very quickly. I used to feed them before is I would grab the cube and I would just put my hand in the tank and let it defrost. I still do that a little bit, but as you can see, they all go at the top of the tank there. So I still do it, but I just have to make sure they're completely not around me. So we're gonna feed them very quickly as I'm talking. So I used to do that a lot more often, but I kind of had to stop doing it just because the fox face is venomous and the lionfish is venomous. So I want to keep my hands out of this tank as much as possible, just because I don't want them to come near me when I have food and accidentally touch me. So I obviously don't want to get stung. It's not a fatal sting, but at the end of the day, I don't want to get stung. So I've kind of had to lay back, and I just started feeding them like this. I defrosted in the cup and feed them. So what we're going to do now is just give the grouper his little bits and pieces just to get him fired up and going. So look, we're going to throw some in. Oh, is the lionfish going to get it? Oh! That is actually the first time I've seen the lionfish get a piece of krill. So boom, damn, he devoured that in a second. But that was actually the first time I seen the lionfish get a piece of krill. He's gonna be putting on some massive size if I keep feeding him that much krill. But you see, that's what the lionfish mostly eats, just the pieces of mysis that are floating. The tang and the fox face will get all the rest of it. The grouper, he will only get it if it's in a big chunk like that. If it's in a little chunk, just like the little free floating pieces, he won't really go for it just because he's waiting for these big pieces of krill to go in. So look, we're gonna drop in another piece for him. Over here, buddy. Is the lionfish gonna go for it? Let's see. That's a little big for you, buddy. Ooh! He got it. Damn, that was a pretty big piece for him. Grouper right there. Boom. So, actually, guys, this is actually the very first time I've seen him eat krill, and especially a big piece like that. So the first time you saw it, he ate a smaller piece, and now he actually had a big piece. That's what the grouper eats, and look how he just swallows it whole, and he's just ready for more. Look at this. He can eat all freaking day. He's like Porky. Boom, just like that. So let's put some more mysis in the tank for the tang and the fox face. Let me see, let me just get some of this out the way. So the fox face and the tang will get all those little pieces. The lionfish is pretty full now. He had 2 big chunks. For him, that's pretty big since he's still pretty small. So look, we're gonna give the grouper a couple more pieces. Boom. So the quick updates, what we're gonna be doing with this tank very soon, probably within the next week. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. We are gonna be adding some more fish into this tank. We are gonna add only probably about 4 more fish, max maybe 5, because the grouper gets very big, close to 2 feet, probably pushing a little bit more, probably gets a little bit bigger than 2 feet, and then the lionfish gets pretty big as well. The tank does get big also, the flamingi, all these fish really get big, so I can't add too many fish in this tank, but the ones that get very massive are the grouper and the lionfish. So I can't add too many fish, so I have to be careful with how many fish I added to this tank. So we're only gonna add about 4, max maybe 5. Porky will be coming in here very soon also, but we just got to get all the other fish that we want in this tank first, and then we will add Porky in last. So let's just we'll give the grouper this last piece, and then all this will probably go to Porky. So we'll give this to the grouper. Come here, buddy. And this is gonna be gone in like less than 3 seconds. Like I said, look at him. He devours the food. He's eaten at least a good like 5 or 6 pieces already. So we're just gonna dump in the rest of the we're gonna dump in the rest of the mysis for the tang and the fox face. And look at the lionfish, he's still going. Look at his stomach. Look at the lionfish's stomach. You can tell he ate so much. Look at that. I've never seen him that fat before. Look at his stomach, it's so freaking huge. And look at the grouper. You can't really tell because he's already a big boy, but his stomach is pretty big too. But the lionfish is his stomach is very big. Look at this. Let's get a good shot of that. Look at him. That boy chunky. So, like I said guys, we are gonna be adding 4 more fish into this tank, counting Porky. So we're gonna get about 3 different fish in here. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. That's gonna happen very soon. So yeah guys, subscribe to the channel. My hands are filled with fish food. So that's all that I got for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is gonna be our first update. We're gonna do a bunch of more updates on this fish only tank. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. Peace.